What was your vantage point for Herb tossing it off his back there at the end?
I didn't see it. Not at all. I just heard the crowd start yelling, and I'm like, who was in front of me? Kenrich Williams, he was in front of me, and I'm like, what's happening right now? And I heard clapping, so I was like, all right, we're doing good. So I just started clapping too.
Did you watch the replay yet?
I did. That's tough. Yeah, it's very tough from Herb Jones, but I expect that from him.
This year you guys have just been able to pull out wins when guys are out of the lineup. What does it say about this team to beat a pretty decent Thunder team, without CJ, without BI?
We have a really deep team. A lot of guys that can play basketball at a really high level. And, that just shows we played together, we played smart, and we just fought together to get a team win.
How much more comfortable do you feel driving and finishing through contact than a year ago?
You see it, don't you?
That's why I'm asking.
Pretty comfortable, I would say.
Just how much work have you put in on that side of the game and trying to make sure it's you're not just a catch and shoot kind of guy?
A lot of work. I mean, I knew what my reputation was going to be, coming into this season. I knew people were going to run me off the line. With the start of the season, the way it went, not really missing many shots, I knew that eventually people are going to be closing out really hard to me. So then after that, I just got to make the next best decision. And being 6'10" and athletic, finishing over the rim is a pretty good decision.
Yeah, you've seen it before, but how would you describe Herb's defensive performance tonight, the way he impacted that in?
Herb Jones, first team all defense, 2022, 2023.
It just at the end of the game, it seemed like they were on a mission to get him off of SGA. But how comfortable are y'all to be like, okay, I'll take him, or Jose can get him, Dyson, just all the different options y'all have on the perimeter?
Really comfortable. I mean, and then that makes him a roamer, almost like, he's just able to help, and he's such a strong help side defender. It makes it a lot harder for teams to score. So, I mean, it's a blessing to have Herb out there, and then having other guys that can guard too.
More on that. You guys have been closing small more and more often and finding a good amount of success, particularly when you guys start switch the screens. What do you feel like that does? You play one game or defensive game plan for like 3 quarters, maybe 3.5, and then at the end, you press a button, you're switching screens. What does it do to the opposing offenses?
It's really just prepping for the playoffs, in all honesty. Everybody in the playoffs just switch screens and you just match up hunt at that point. So it's just prepping us for the end of the season.
In to that point, like, what does it mean to have a guy like Dyson who's 19 to be out there in those closing minutes? Also, another guy that's like 6'7", 6'8", can switch those screens. And how do you feel about his performance tonight?
Like I've said before, being able to guard, one, as a rookie is very tough. And then two, being 19, going against the best players in the world, and he's doing a really good job. He's well beyond his years, and, he has a really bright future. And I'm just proud of him and everything that he's done on the defensive end.
Late in the game, you were in the action, which is not usually what happens when there's CJ and BI. You were in the action, the screening action between Jose and you. How does it feel to be in those moments, right? That position where you're the offensive guy now creating, or you're going to shoot off the dribble? How do you feel in those positions?
It's really just trusting my work from the summer. I did a lot of ball handling during the summer as well, and I just, once the season started, I kind of condensed my bag in a way so I could, just play my role. But, I had it tucked away for games like these so I can get to it and, do a little more off the dribble.
You talked about the image that the NBA had thought of you. Do you want to be known as a shooter or somebody that's going to dunk in your face?
I want to be known as one of the best players that ever played a game of basketball. That's all. If that means I'm shooting the ball at a really high level, or I'm dunking people, or I'm doing both, then, that'd be great.
Going back to last year, you had to spend some time in the G League. Reflect a little on your journey from that to where you are now, what you've learned, how you've changed.
Man, it's crazy. I'll just go back a year from now, playing in these games, I was running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I didn't know what was going on, and now I just feel really calm. I can see like a player or two ahead. And, going to the G League, getting a lot of those reps was very important, and it was a part of my maturation process. So I'm just, I don't like patting myself on the back, but I'm proud of myself for sure, for everything that I've gone through and, just persevered and just kept fighting.
Yeah, Trey, you just mentioned you want to be known as one of the best to do it, both ends, dunking, shooting, but you get these chances to step up when everybody's out. How's that going to help you in the playoffs when you have to be that fourth or fifth option, but you still got that same responsibility?
I mean, if you look at the playing game, a couple of those Phoenix games, the Clippers, they were like, you know what, BI, CJ, y'all not gonna beat us. They just send double teams, and so that makes other guys have to step up and knock down shots. Thankfully, I was able to knock down a few shots the Clippers game. Phoenix, other guys stepped up a lot. Jose stepped up a lot. Herb stepped up a lot. And we just knocked down shots when they were trying to take our main guys away with switching, double teams, and stuff like that. So it's just prepping us for the end of the year.
Gotcha. And with 2 stars out, Zion leading the way, he gets frustrated, gets that early tech. How does the team rally around him and maybe feed off each other so that y'all can calm down? And even if the whistles aren't going your way, you still come out with a win.
I'm going to try to say this in the best way to save money. We just take our energy, and no matter what is happening, whether we agree with it or not, we just do what we can. Let's just say that. Thank you.
When did you change your Twitter bio?
Huh?